Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few of the benchmark videos from the Spears & Munsell calibration and benchmark Blu-ray on the Sony 900H or 90H or 90CH. Now I'm going to give you some notes and observations here because what you see on camera, whether it's in this video or others, does not exactly match what your eyes can see, and it's very important that you know that. First up is the motion test. This is using all the settings, by the way, that I went over in my settings video, and this is with everything off. Turning everything up to 1 notch, we can see that it dramatically starts to improve things, and this is where I said this is really good motion interpolation. Turning everything up all the way, super soap opera effect, and you get this weird little stutter and some distortion. The regular motion interpolation with everything turned back off is absolutely flawless, so in real content, it is phenomenally good. This worst case blooming test, however, this is not what my eyes can see. Unfortunately, your eyes are far more sensitive than any camera is picking up. In real life, I can see the backlight zones coming on and off, and I can definitely see blooming all around these chili peppers. This is an absolutely terrifying test for a TV, and in real life I can see the big zones popping up and a lot of blooming all over as these shapes go around the screen. But on camera on YouTube, it's not bad. Now this test shows that there's definitely a firmware bug. Right about the 7% mark, about 6 seconds in, you can just see instantly that the lights just get brighter. Everything just flicks like a switch, and all of a sudden everything is brighter. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't really show up as dramatically on a video because I'm shooting the TV through a camera, it's being processed and then displayed on whatever you're watching it on. It is much more dramatic in real life. And it's definitely a firmware bug because it just hits a certain point, and in the corner, I'm not sure if you can read it, there's a little percentage counter. There is a certain percentage, it hits and it just flicks. So hopefully they fix that in a firmware update. I have no idea why they're dimming that 6 or 7% below, but they definitely are. Now there is a little bit of blooming around, but it's not bad. The contrast is so good, you don't notice it. And then this is a banding test. 8-bit, it's extremely obvious, and even in 10-bit, there is a tiny bit of banding, especially in the cyan and magenta test there. But overall, it's not bad. Sony has also just indicated that they may bring banding control to the next firmware update. So cross your fingers for that, for those that are having an issue with it. This Starfield test is a torture test, and it passes with flying colors. What you're looking for is an evenness to the brightness of the stars around the screen, and it definitely has that. Your eye does not discern any of the backlights in any different configurations as this flies through. The stars are all evenly bright. The only downside is you definitely notice that the backlight is just pushing to get those bright stars, and the deep blacks do go to a slightly darker gray. And that's extremely noticeable when you stop the test and you go to another one. There's also evident, now the big caveat, in real content, these types of things that these tests bring out are not showing. I am still very happy with the performance. It's no OLED. Don't mistake me on that. It is no OLED, and I've said that in my review. But for an LED TV, this is really good, and the colors are just spot on. You go through all the benchmarks and calibrations, and it is spot on. So overall, if you've purchased this, you made a good choice. If you're thinking about purchasing it, it's a good idea, especially if you need a really good 85-inch. See you next time.